in their favor. NRG isn't that far behind with a plus 19, and you heard them saying it on the pre-show. A lot of them feel like NRG had a bit of an easier road, but it's Garrett G picking up the first goal for NRG.
Yeah, and this one looked like a bit of a free one. Justin was doing a lot of work, and I said this was a free one. We definitely have to give credit to Justin, but the defense from FaZe Clan was all over the...
Made them look so dangerous against version 1 yesterday. To have the ability to just catch the ball in front of the box, really at variable speeds, variable angles, and sometimes it's a hard shot from midfield that gets the job done for FaZe. Typical scoring.
This one's from Typical off a monster clear from First Killer, and nobody else from NRG were in the air. We had 2 players rotating to the back of rotate back to net and didn't panic to get the shot early on. Still got the save on FaZe Clan. Justin back down to Garrett G, who is falling but squishy. You've got him in the backfield. That third man crashes the net and secures game 1.
Garrett just stops that ball and it makes it really awkward for First Killer, who was coming back. You saw him come low off the sidewall and tried to predict where exactly that shot was going to come. Garrett never touched that ball. It left a little opening. The ball act like they're just going to carry it for a solo play, but then they'll just stop boosting and the follow-up man will come in and steal the ball away. And so those types of situations and those types of plays can get FaZe on the board. And this one from Typical, he delivers one himself.
Yeah, and all game 1 and game 2, it's been nothing but Typical for FaZe Clan. He's following it up all by himself. AJ looked like he was going for a...
Not the best touch. It's going to give it the First Killer, and a hard shot out will be taken away, a little wide. Another big 50 from Justin.
That should be a free one, Garrett.
And Garrett's in front of it. He'll get the goal. Justin doing work on defense, setting Garrett up for success.
FaZe Clan not ready for that pinch, that win from Justin, the 50-50. AJ was pushed up, expecting a smaller 50-50.
The stealing, second touch, flips forward. AJ, playing really close as last man, is able to steal that ball away and keep the push alive for FaZe. By time, maybe get a goal. Oh my goodness, FaZe deliver the game 2 victory.
And you feel for Squishy in this situation. He was up against so much difficult challenges.
What do you do there?
And that was so weird. That's what I'm trying to figure out for Squishy. Sitting out, he's not just looking for booster, trying to get back as fast as possible. He wants to keep possession and make sure that they can maintain their offense. Justin, though, the far left shot, and it slips in, the first goal for NRG.
And you're also seeing NRG adapt to that. That touch before that was a hard touch from Garrett G. FaZe trying to rotate up the field quickly. Garrett took advantage of it with a huge touch, and that...
He's playing well, so maybe that's the strategy for him.
I don't know if I recommend that for, any lengthy period of time for Justin. Maybe it works this time. As he steps Squishy up for another goal.
I don't know. This seems pretty effective to me. Look at this guy go in the air. He's so speedy. Gets above Typical and uses the ceiling because he knows if he goes off the backboard, it's going to waste too much time. And
punch out and create some opportunities again for NRG down the field. A nice challenge for Typical. Maybe AJ can get this set up. Good touch over to Sip, and that's a goal for FaZe.
All right. There it is. It's Typical yet again on the striking side of the ball. And this one was an immaculate read from AJ. That pass, oh my goodness. Justin couldn't even get a piece of it. And AJ not only got a touch on it, but it was the perfect pass across the Typical.
Hope in game number 3 for FaZe. First Killer, 68 boost, and a pass, and a shot!
Oh!
Off the boost, and in! AJ delivers again!
Woo! FaZe Clan, they're on fire, baby. Look at the striking from AJ. Top right corner, the speed, there is no... Here we go, Garrett G rotating back, takes the corner boost. 30 seconds remaining, all tied up in a game that you expected NRG to take away, but instead it's AJ getting involved in every single play and doing it with style.
Everybody comes off the back wall. Nobody could get that touch. You saw where Justin and Squishy were positioned.
Seconds, can they make it happen?
Off the corner. AJ playing it down. First Killer next up. He's got it. Garrett got another catch. This is going to be tough to do. Typical's in front of it. Squishy keeps it up. 0-second drill for NRG. Caught again. AJ keeping that ball close. He gets chipped off the play. Here we go again. Squishy denied, and FaZe Clan take game 3.
Oh my goodness, what a game and what a turnaround at this point. We have seen a lot from First Killer, but he's been a bit more team orientated, which is a great sign because he doesn't have too much pressure anymore. Justin, how did he slip this one in?
Justin, big goal for him. First he wins that 50, gets back into the rotation. First Killer, Justin says, hey, thanks for that ball. Save that one. Nice try.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be a follow-up. I mean, the double tap from AJ and then not getting a crash in from First Killer who's so on fire. But then, hold on a second. Speedy shot. Look at how quickly Garrett G was up for this backboard read.
You saw in net first killer, or not first killer, excuse me, AJ coming up, thinks that ball's a little lower than it is, and his approach is expecting that ball to come down a little.
Out on fire, but slowly and surely, FaZe can start chipping away at that defense. It's either with demos or just crazy individual plays, and here's the first step to the comeback.
And it's always AJ in the center of things. Gets that hard touch out, cuts off Garrett's approach. He beats Garrett to his own defense. Garrett was in position on the back wall, saying like, yeah.
Especially with only 5 seconds left and a FaZe clan hungry for that goal.
First killer trying to get that bump. Here's the last chance. Garrett G hops in front of it again. He's cut the rotation, stops so many FaZe attacks. He needs to stop another one. Big bump, and it's gonna touch the ground. NRG have tied the series.
And they narrowly pull, trying to score another first goal for FaZe clan. Doesn't make it count, but it was close.
First killer boxing out Squishy. You see AJ coming in quickly, and he muscles his way through for a goal. Payday for AJ.
The 50-50 power from AJ. He squeezes it past that last defender. Garrett G had jumped a bit early, and AJ was all over it to make the talk about is getting involved. There's a physical play from Squishy on AJ. Squishy, definitely that player who has the most opportunities, in my opinion, to go for those demos. I'd love to see him step up in that regard. Typical. Look at the mechanics and that recovery. I believe he landed in time and still got the shot off.
Now, how does this one go in as well? Typical gets underneath it, and Justin was on the back wall. It was Garrett who tried the first killer, wrapping around. FaZe just would not let NRG out of their half. Look, Garrett really feeling the boost starvation, trying to get that midfield boost. He was nowhere close to it. And FaZe have absolutely destroyed NRG on this sequence.
And I wish I could hear the comms right now to see if this was actually planned. It looked like maybe even there was a pinch. AJ and Civical were both trying to squeeze that one in. Squishy was FaZe clan on match point first here in this series.
Big win and a big chance to head to the grand finals in the upper bracket and avoid having to win 2 best-of-7s in a row. Because you all had to be stuck on the back wall because you're just either trying to pick up pads, hoping a canister spawns in a timely fashion.
Here we go.
Squishy on top on the kickoff, makes it bounce, and Squishy makes him look silly.
Look at Squishy's camera, he's laughing. He has no idea how this went in, and I have no idea how this went either. He faked out one, and you thought he was going to get the follow-up. First killer just... Maybe this one from Justin doesn't get the touch he wanted, and Squishy's forced to crash in the net. Maybe Garrett G goes for a double off the backboard, but doesn't find it. Instead does find Justin, though. The passing game from NRG, top notch.
Oh, we thought AJ had a sick pass. Garrett says, I can do one just as good. Look at that touch from Garrett G. Disgusting work.
I'm still amazed that all 3 players jumped, and then they still have possession. They're still on offense. All 3 of them were in the air. They rotate in time, and they're still taking shots, Jorby. I can't make this up. FaZe clan, the recovery is on another level.
AJ puts heavy lead behind this one. Garrett tries to screen across, but it's just too much for Justin to save.
Man.
No chance. Drop. Justin, a little bit of boost, but he gets by AJ. And NRG, great clock management at the end of the game to take the win. And guess where we're going, Turtle?
Yes,
we're going to Champions Field. It's going to make this follow-up slow. And Justin gets to it first. Crucial bump to give NRG some space.
Typical, what are you doing?
Shot from Squishy. Nobody from FaZe. They just let that ball hang in front of the box. And Justin.
Oh my goodness.
And Squishy deliver the first goal.
Oh, and Typical had 9 boosts when he was rotating back to net. And there was
no boost for Justin. FaZe got to do it now. Big demo, but AJ's now out of the play. Typical denied by Garrett G. AJ, last chance. Big clear down the field. What a touch. Typical got the catch. AJ goes in the flick, denied. Justin keeps NRG on top. First killer, another chance. Denied. NRG survive to the grand finals.
And they even deny the last second heroic